Hey everyone, welcome back to another video in the channel. Supposed to be cooking right now actually, but I just thought let me come here and share this wonderful experience that I got the pleasure of, the honor of being a part of, the joy of being a part of this wonderful experience with these wonderful and amazing people that you're gonna be seeing in the video. So yeah, let me call this a special high tea picnic experience that I'm very grateful I got to be a part of. So I can't quite recall the venue of this place. Might drop it up in the comment section because I totally can't remember and I don't want to remember because if I think about it right now, I'll forget what I want to say. But yes, this was actually my first time having this cushion-like picnic experience, and it was really nice. I loved the theme colors, the pink and white. It was an easy look, and also the jeans. Like, so outfits you wouldn't really struggle to get unless you're like a certain friend of mine who had to buy because hakuangi nazo. But anyway, I think it was a really nice experience. So here we were chilling for the rest to come, and then our two friends came complaining about how we passed them in the Uber because we cost shared an Uber and they didn't. So we passed them on the road and we didn't realize, tumeacha ndio wale kina nani. And then the next person arrived, and then actually before she arrived, I think the second last person came, but we didn't get it on video. And yeah, we got to do a sort of cheers moment. I don't know what's the actual terminology for that. I can't quite recall. Something else I really loved about this experience was how the birthday girl didn't have an actual itinerary, I hope I've said it correctly, for the whole birthday party event and everything. So she just came up with the whole high tea thing because she really loves tea, and she decided we're going to do tea and just play games and chill and talk by the waters. By the waters, and looking at each other's beautiful faces and engaging with each other's minds and just having fun. So we played Kenya at 50. That was the first game that we played, and honestly, if you ask me, Kenya at 50, Germany, whoever invented you, how do you expect some of us to know the names of a certain Indian or a random politician that was, I don't know, how sure are you we all did history, But either way, I think it's also part of the gist of the game to not make everything too easy, And something also realized about this particular Kenya at 50 game was how the team that was winning was not winning because they answered most of the questions. They just won because of the luck they were getting at. Did you get 20 extra points, or did you move to I don't know where? What do you mean? The rest of us were thinking. Okay, they were also thinking, but still. Yeah, so then the next game we played was, I think it's called Mafia. But I think there's also another name that we used for it, but we did try both versions, but they're basically the same game. And for me, I always say card games are really fun to play, and they're really cool icebreakers, especially if you're in a place and you don't know people. Just leta two cards hapo mwanze kucheza poker, not Kenya 50, sorry, poker, Mafia, and hizo two suspicious games that you play with cards. It was really fun, and it was this was a really cool game. I really loved it, and as you can tell, it got us all excited, laughing and all. And I'm sure you can also see the table. I forgot to mention one of my favorite meals on the item item list. Basically, one of my favorite foods, let's say foods, was blueberry muffins. And I noticed when we were all distributed for the food that we were supposed to eat, most people started with vitu za nyama like hot dogs, meat, sandwiches with ham, and what else was there, sausages and smokies. And I was like, yo, I think I'm a sweet tooth. I think it's clear I'm a sweet tooth because that was the first thing I took. And oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, it was my first time officially having karak tea. Can you imagine? I'm sure wengine wenu hatamjui karak tea ni nini, but it was really cool. And sadly, it came to an end quite fast if you ask me. But of course, in the video, it's way shortened. There's so much more that I could explain that isn't there. So yeah, this was a really amazing time. with my friends, and get yourselves a good family. The other day I realized that the Bible says God gives his family, he puts the lonely in families. So that's the verse, 1 Peter 4:8, that I associated with this wonderful special high tea experience. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. See you next time.